All right, so today I got the gator full of plants that I'm propagating this morning. I'm taking cuttings from existing plants that I have around the property, which is one of my favorite things to do this time of year. It's the end of May, 1st of June. It's starting to get humid. It's wet, so perfect time to propagate plants and put them in the ground. So what I've got is my shade cloth that I put up, which I showed in a video earlier, but this is 70% shade covered. And the reason I chose this spot is because it's mostly sand. It is a mixture of some topsoil in there as well. Not much, I would say it's probably 70% sand. So this is going to be an excellent medium for propagating, and that's why I chose this spot. I should have enough shade here. If not, I'm going to add some around the sides as well. But I've got some crepe myrtles in here. I'll go in detail about a lot of this stuff a little bit later, but I got some crepe myrtles, got some hydrangeas, wagilias, hollies, got some smoke bushes, so got some arborvitae green giants in here, and I'm just going to keep adding to it. Got some purple hearts right there, and some flats. So look forward to showing you a lot more videos as I start propagating some of this stuff more and more, but something I love to do, and I'm going to share it with you. So I'll show you how I do it. This is probably a 1.5 foot piece of stem that I've cut from a Forsythia, and I'll just cut it down, and so below each of these is a node at the bottom, and I will take my cutting about right here. So I'll leave a node down at the bottom, and then I'll cut just above these nodes, and it'll give something that looks like this. See, there's the bottom node, there's the top node. Leave the leaves on it. Cut the leaves in half to allow a little bit of photosynthesis to go on. And I put some root growth on there. It's the hormone that you put on plants to help them grow quicker or root quicker. But these Forsythias are real easy to do. I'll show you how to put them in the ground. So I've already stuck several of these in the ground. You can kind of see what that looks like. And again, this is a good sand base here. And after I get these in the ground, I am going to be putting up a misting system in here, which is going to keep this nice and moist in here, just to put some moisture on the leaves, keep them wet. The media doesn't have to be wet all the time, but the leaves do in order to propagate correctly. So I've got the shade, got the media right, and once I get the misting system in here, we should see some results after about 30 days. I should be able to come in here and see some growth out of these. So the rooting powder I've got, just something I bought online, and what I usually try to do is dip a little bit in the lid right here, like so. You don't want to use this to dip your cuttings. Just in case there's a disease or something on your cuttings, you don't want that going on. with all your plants. So I always separate it. That way I know if there's something wrong with this, it's just getting into that, not the whole rooting powder. So just dip it, get that node covered, and that's really all you need to do. And then just stick it in the ground just like that. Keep it moist, and these things should start showing some growth here 30-45 days with this humid weather, shade, and some misting going on. So that's what the Forsythias look like. So my plan for this is when they root this fall or next spring, just before they start to leaf out, probably maybe February, March, I will actually pot all of these up. I plan on doing roughly 500, and what I'm going to do is take these to a market or sell them online, sell them at another place, just to make this a side hustle. It's something that I love to do, and plan on keeping on doing it to eventually build up maybe into something more. I don't know where I'll take it, but right now it is a hobby because it's costing me more money than it's making me. So I see it as a hobby, but eventually, again, I want to turn this into more of a side hustle, or eventually, maybe when I retire, turn it into something more than that, to keep me busy and keep me moving, which is what I enjoy to do. You know, some plants are real easy to propagate. One in particular is the almond bush, and I want to show you how easy it is and how quickly you can be efficient and strip the cuttings down for fast planting into the ground. These almond bushes were part of my great-grandfather, great-grandmother's property. They were around their house, and you know, we've since, you know, done some work and construction around the area to you know, keep it clean. And before we did that, I took the almond bush that was around that area and planted it around my house, and now I'm taking cuttings from that, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to propagate those.